Rainbows and Roalty, Chapter 6, by Triniary, catching up.
Ah, you stung my bumblebee,
said Dinky as she moved her piece. Rainbow Dash reached over and patted her shoulder. Don't feel that, Squirt. I always win this game. Hey, I'm just glad to have the opportunity to play it. There aren't that many ponies who like to play this encounter lot. Except for Princess Celestia. Her conscience kneeled her before she could smack it down. Shaking her head, she tried to put it out of her mind. Good game, Dinks. Now what? The afternoon had gone by in a whirlwind. After snacking on muffins, Rainbow Dash and Ditsy Doo shared some reminiscences of flight camp, telling funny stories while Dinky drew pictures and then proudly showed them off. Dinky showed Rainbow Dash her room and all her toys and stuffed animals. Oh, God! For crying out loud, will you cut it out? Dash could literally feel her teeth rotting for the sweetness of it all. They then settled down to playing board games, and Rainbow and Ditsy had gone even a few rounds of wing wrestling. Rainbow Dash had a better time with Ditsy and her daughter than she ever did with the fancy snouts of Canterlot. Dinky stroked her chin the way she seen Grandma's chin do.
How about you and Mama have a race?
Dinky had said that a million-bit word. Rainbow Dash's eyes came to life at the promise of a race. Hey, yeah, a race would be awesome. It'd be great to get some real wing time before I go back to Applejacks. That is, if you're up to it, Ditsy. Ditsy smiled.
Then, we'll just fly out of town, just past the edge of the forest. There's something I wanted to show you anyway.
She pointed Dinky onto her back. Rainbow shrugged. Sure.
Great, follow me if you can.
She called out as she flew out the front door. Dinky clinging tightly to her back. If I can. Oh, you are asking for it. Rainbow Dash shouted as he zoomed out after her. She caught up with Ditsy Doo and Dinky without even trying. She gave them a loose salute that made them giggle.
Faster, Mama, faster!
Dinky shouted. Ditsy couldn't well refuse.
Muffins away!
She called as she flapped harder. Rainbow Dash easily matched her pace. Below them, Ponyville sped by. The houses growing farther and further away. Soon, they were over a lonely dirt road that lay just outside a dark green forest. Curious, Rainbow Dash allowed herself to drift over it. When Ditsy noticed this, she flailed her forelegs wildly.
No, not there. Don't go there.
What's wrong? It's just some woods.
No, that's the evergreen forest.
Ditsy's eyes rolled as he tried to watch the forest. Rainbow Dash and Dinky at the same time.
It's super scary.
Some trees are scary, Dash snorted. Come on! This is sounding like some lame ghost story. Dinky shook her head.
Everyone knows the evergreen forest is really dangerous. All the weather happens on its own, and the plants and animals take care of themselves, and it's full of monsters and dragons and...
She hugged her mother's neck tighter, shivering slightly.
Shh, it's okay, Muffin.
Ditsy soothed. She looked at Rainbow Dash and put her hose together, bright eyes shining.
Can you please not go over there? Pretty, please.
Fine. She crossed her legs over her chest. You cheat with doe eyes. Even back in camp you used to pull that. Ditsy beamed.
Hey, yep. Now follow me. We're almost there.
Ditsy sped off, so Rainbow Dash followed. Out of the way, Ponyville was a single small cottage, surrounded by flowers and birdhouses. Rainbow Dash looked around as she gently nudged one with her hoof. Hey, what is this place? Why did you bring me here?
You'll see.
Ditsy grinned as she happily trotted to the house, Dinky laughing all the way. She knocked on the door and then stepped back. Rainbow Dash settled down next to her and peered at the door as it swung open. Slowly, a bright pink mane covering a cream-yellow face hesitantly poked his way out.
Hello?
A soft, shy voice called gently.
Was anybody there? If there isn't, sorry for bothering you.
At the sound of her voice, Rainbow Dash felt her jaw drop open. No way! She zoomed forward until she stood in the doorway to get a better look. Fluttershy! Oh my gosh! She hugged her cream-colored Pegasus tightly, pulling her outside. So this is where you've been hiding, girl?
Rainbow Dash?
Fluttershy squeaked as she felt the air being forced out of her lungs.
Well, what are you doing here?
I figure you two might want to catch up. Dizzy smiled knowingly. Shy, Rainbow Dash is going to be in town for a few days.
Oh my goodness, that's so wonderful.
Fluttershy smiled.
Yay.
She softly muted to bless.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shout. I'm just so excited. I haven't seen you since flight camp, and I wrote you letters, but you haven't written back in such a long time. I mean, you didn't have to if you didn't want to, but...
It's cool, Flutters. Rainbow Dash rubbed the back of her neck sheepishly. Sorry about that. Letter writing isn't really my thing, but it's really cool to see you again. Fluttershy nodded.
What are you doing all the way from Canterlot? It's a proof!
She finally found Rainbow Dash's hoof and taking up residence in her mouth. Rainbow Dash leaned in. Shh! Don't talk about that stuff. Don't want any pony to know, okay? Fluttershy nodded. Okay. She pulled her hoof away.
I'm sorry.
Fluttershy squeaked.
Um, would you like to all come in for tea? If you're not too busy, that is.
Dash groaned at the idea of more low-intensity social activity, but she hadn't seen Fluttershy in a long time. Okay, sure. You coming, Dinky? Nah, I just wanted to be here to see the look on your face, Dizzy do smart. But it's been a full day, and Muffin gets real tired. As if a confirmation, Dinky let out a yawn.
Oh.
We'll just leave you two alone to catch up. See you later, Dash!
Bye.
Dinky waved sleepily as the two left. Fluttershy waved too.
Such nice ponies.
She smiled.
Do you want to come in now?
Sure, thanks. Rainbow Dash looked around as he tried in. The place was swarming with animals. I'm guessing you run some sort of animal hotel?
Oh, no, not really. I just take care of them.
Fluttershy closed the door.
It's so nice to see you again. How have you been? If you don't mind my asking, that is.
She added quietly. Rainbow Dash rolled her eyes. I guess you haven't changed that much. She looked back into the couch. Same old Fluttershy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to?
Yellow Pegasus stunned and worried. Nah, I'm just messing with you, Flares. Dash got comfortable. So, Ponyville, huh? Fluttershy nodded, her eye lighting up a bit.
It's a very nice place. And so many wonderful animals.
Wings fluttered in delight. Dash shrugged. If you say so.
But what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be in Canterlot with the princess? Why didn't you say anything in front of Dinky? If I can ask, that is.
Dash sighed. Taking a bit of time for myself.
It's so nice Princess Celestia giving you a vacation so you can come and visit.
Um, yeah, the thing is, I didn't exactly ask. Fluttershy covered her mouth for fear she might scream.
Oh my goodness.
She breathed softly.
You left without her permission?
Hey, I don't need her permission for every little thing. I'm not a fool, you know. Dash snapped, crossing her arms in front of her chest. I'm just taking some time for myself. Probably doesn't even know I'm gone. Fluttershy made her way over to the couch and sat next to Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash.
Did you two have a fight?
Rainbow turned away, entering without saying a word.
I'm sorry. It must have been awful for you.
It's fine, Dash grumbled. I mean, who cares if she drags me out to meet a bunch of French snobs instead of teaching me how to do a side Rainboom? Then instead of becoming a wonderful, I get to read a bunch of boring books by boring old dead ponies who use big words no pony ever uses.
I think it's nice that Princess Celestia wants you to try different things.
Fluttershy piped up.
It shows that she really cares about you.
Rainbow Dash snorted. The next thing she heard was the clip-clop of Fluttershy's hoofs as she walked upstairs, only to come down a minute later. She felt more than heard Fluttershy sit back on the couch.
I think you should look at this.
When Dash started at her side, so she was facing Fluttershy, she saw the yellow Pegasus was holding out a book towards her. What is it?
These are all the letters you sent me from Canterlot.
Fluttershy said softly.
I'm just going to go get that tea.
She then left Rainbow alone. Rainbow watched her go without a word. Then, looked back at Fluttershy's book, and she suddenly might get up and buy her. She turned away, but either out of boredom or curiosity, she found herself turning back and opening up the book in her lap. She opened the embroidered cover, snoring a little at the quintessential Fluttershy touch, to find a crudely written letter staring up at her. It was dated right after the end of summer flight camp, a few weeks after her signed Rainboom. Dear Fluttershy, hey Flutterbutters, I'm writing for Canterlot. Isn't that so awesome? Flight camp was cool, but I'm not gonna miss sleeping in the cloud cabin with all those other flyers talking about colds and maids and junk. Ugh. You were the only one who didn't want me to pull my feathers out. But now I have my own room and everything. Need to get rid of the bed though. It's all pink and girly. Plus, it isn't even made out of clouds. Lame! But the princess is really awesome. Turns out she likes brakes too. And she's really fast even though she's big. Don't tell her I said that. I'll bet I'll be rainbowing by the end of the week. Look to the skies for the newest and coolest future Wonderbolt. Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash smiled, flipping through the book, stopping on another letter from a few weeks later. Today was so cool! Princess Celestia took me to see the Wonderbolts from her own box. You should have seen it. I swear Spitfire swinked at us as she went past. Then we went to go get a hay burger. I'm so sick of the fancy castle food. And she stole my fries. She did! She totally did! Princess Celestia's raided my hay fries. Turns out she isn't some stuffy lady, but a really cool pony. And she did buy her another order of fries, so it's okay. Then, going through a couple of months later, she found this one. Hey Fluttershy, sorry I haven't written to you in a bit. I guess it's time now because I got sore laid up. I was out flying and I might have overshot the turn a little. Damn doctors insisted I had to wear a cast over my wings and stuff. I'm so bored! Then Princess Celestia flew in the window, really fast. I thought she might be angry that I skipped lessons and tried to copy something. I see the royal guards do it. I guess she was, a little. But mostly she just looked worried. She even climbed into my hospital bed to stay with me. It was cramped, but it felt nice. Tell any pony about this, and I'll totally get your flank. Just kidding, but seriously, don't. Rainbow Dash set the book down and let herself drift off a bit. She lay in that blissful state between being awake and being asleep. Memories came to her like dreams as she sat back to enjoy the show. Another evening watching the stars. Rather, Celestia was watching the moon and stars, while Rainbow Dash was watching the Wonderbolts do a flyby, and commented that she wanted to do wing-ups with the guards to get her wings stronger. Princess Celestia just turned to her and softly said, "As high as your wings carry you, it is your heart that can truly help you soar." Dash remembered long was asking Celestia what she meant, only to have her smile and change the subject. And then there was another one, from maybe a month after she arrived at Canterlot. She had one of the unavoidable canters on the ground, and ended up clutching her leg in pain. Faster than she ever seen her move, Princess Celestia was by her side. "Are you okay?" She knelt down.
Yeah.
She held her bruised leg with her hose. "Just fine." "Then why are you crying?" Celestia asked gently.
I'm not crying,
She sniffed, protesting.
only little foals cry.
Celestia gave a wan smile at Rainbow Dash's bravado.
Can I tell you a secret?
After seeing Rainbow nod, she looked this way and that and lowered her voice.
I cry every night.
Rainbow Dash was stunned.
But you're the princess. What do you have to cry about?
Celestia reached out a wing and held the little Billy close to her side.
I cry when my subjects are unhappy and I'm unable to help them. I cry when sad things happen, but mostly I cry when I'm lonely. It's very lonely being the princess.
Rainbow Dash reached out and hugged Celestia's leg, cuddling up even closer as Celestia's wing held her tight.
You don't have to be lonely. You have me, don't you?
She looked up at her rose-colored eyes, big and pleading. Celestia smiled, her eyes shimmering with barely unshed tears.
I'd like that.
She gently kissed Rainbow Dash's bruised leg.
I like that a lot.
Rainbow Dash sniffled again and rubbed her eyes to clear them of moisture that had nothing to do with pain. Next one came from just a few months ago. She had been on a pranking spree that nailed every single senator, staff, and guard in the palace, not to mention the princess. She was starting to break out some more pranks when she heard a familiar, regal voice from behind her. "Rainbow Miriam Dash!" She jumped up, Startled, spun around. Oh, I am Princess C. She rubbed the back of her head. What's up? Celestia narrowed her eyes, but couldn't hide the mirth within them. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that whoopee cushion on my throne this morning, would you? What? Who? Me? Rainbow Dash flashed her brightest, most innocent smile, utterly failing to convince anyone. She had about as much guile as a rampaging dragon. Oh, look at that! I think there's ready. I'm just going to go. Not so fast. Celestia's horn shimmered, holding down Rainbow Dash in place. She wrapped her with her forelegs and held the squirming Cyan pony close as she started using her wings to tickle Dash's belly. Come on, stop! Rainbow Dash flapped her wings, trying to get away. Quit it! Princess Celestia took a deep breath and blew a raspberry on Dash's tummy, making her squeal with laughter. Celestia was saltily numb and nipped at Rainbow Dash's belly. It continued blowing raspberries without mercy. No, stop! Rainbow Dash squealed between laughter. After a few moments, Celestia died just so emotionally. Rainbow Dash panting on her bed. So good to get you back. Rainbow grinned savorously. I'm sure you will. Celestia whispered as she drew the blinds close with her magic. Until tomorrow, then. Other memories floated through Rainbow's mind. A memory of Celestia helping her drink a bowl of soup that one time she got the feather flu, watching her with pride as she sounded out a particularly hard poem as a filly, getting up early to watch the sunrise with her, spending the morning practice racing across the sky. Rainbow Dash sighed. Princess Celestia had always been there for her, but these last few months it was like a wall had come up between them. Celestia was always busy, always distracted. Whenever they had time together, she seemed she wanted to focus on Dash's studies instead of training. Logic problems, ancient lore, solving, or social skills with the brass and nobility. When had things gone so wrong? Still, the reality was that she had run away. Rainbow Dash felt miserable. She promised herself that tomorrow, after spending the night with AJ, she'd go back with Celestia and apologize. She still wanted to spend some time catching up with Dinky and Fluttershy, but it would be wrong to just leave Celestia hanging like that. Somehow, making the decision made Rainbow Dash a whole lot better. She stretched and felt the butterflies in her stomach settle. Just in time, too, for Fluttershy returned with a tray of tea and 2 cups.
Ready for your tea?
She asked softly. Smiling, Rainbow Dash accepted her cup with both hoofs. Yeah. Come on, Fluttershy. Have a seat. We need to talk. Afternoon was sliding into evening when Rainbow Dash settled down in Sweet Apple Acres. Rainbow Dash! She turned to see a familiar orange face running up. Hey, Applejack! She gave her friend a brief nod. What up? Applejack's face was a mixture of resignation and mild annoyance. Nothing much, she said. Tell me, does you ride to a pink pony in town? She asked casually. Too casually. Yeah. Rainbow was left wondering if she'd done anything wrong. I met Pinkie Pie. There a problem? Applejack tossed her head, indicating she should follow her. Here's the old homestead, she said, by way of the answer as her house came into view. Well, I remember when I mentioned that I had my relatives coming by for a reunion. Rainbow Dash nodded. And I'm betting Pinkie Pie mentioned something about throwing a party for you? Again, a nod. What's this all about? The Pegasus asked in confusion as he went around to the back of the house. Applejack pointed a hoof. Rainbow followed with her own eyes, only to be greeted by a tremendous roar that almost knocked her on her back. Surprise! Shouted a horde of ponies as he stood around wooden tables, laden with sugary treats and apple-based foods. Torches and lanterns lit up the back porch and yard as balloons, streamers, and banners were hung from the branches of nearby trees. What in Equestria? Dash yelped, looking to AJ for an explanation. Cowpony just sighed and pointing at a familiar pink pony, who Rainbow Dash finally found in her personal space. Surprise, Rainbow Dash! She blew a noisemaker directly in Rainbow Dash's ear. Boo! You a Pinkie! Were you surprised? Huh? Were you? Pinkie hopped around her. This is so exciting! I'm so sad to throw you a party, but I remember seeing you were singing Applejack, and then I remember that Applejack was going to have a party for a reunion. So then I thought, what if I need a double party? Huh? And this is my greatest idea ever! Rainbow Dash shook her head. I can't believe it. She looked around. This looks like the greatest party ever! Pinkie cartwheeled. Applejack looked like she wanted to be annoyed, but couldn't quite pull it off. She shook her head, couldn't resist a tickle. That poet's few apples sort of bullshit. Well, dang it, she can't throw some of the best shindigs you ever see. Now, come on, let me introduce you to the apple family. She led her to a table surrounded by ponies. This here is Apple Fritter. Rainbow gave a small wave as a plate of apple fritters was set in front of her. Before she could even take a bite, though, Applejack was basically introducing the next pony. This is Appletar. Cue a plate of namesake food. Rainbow just figure out where this was going. AG took a breath. And this here is Red Gal, Golden Delicious, Red Delicious, Honey's Crisp, Apple Brown Betty, Apple Strudel, Braver, Highlighter! A yellow pony with bright green eyes and the whitest smile Rainbow Dash had never seen on any pony, except perhaps Pinkie Pie way there. Applejack went on without missing a beat. Caramel apple, apple pumpkin, apple brioche, brambly, Russian apple, chunky gold apple. She took a deep breath as she got to the end of the list. My big brother, Big Macintosh, my little sister, Apple Bloom, and Granny Swift. She pointed to a red stallion, a little earth filly with a red mane and tail, bound in a ribbon, and an elderly mare. Citizen! Granny Smith said secretly from a rocky chair. Rainbow Dash looked at Applejack's siblings and smiled. Mostly because they were the only two names she could recall from the onslaught. Let up! Apples. Big Macintosh said drolly, holding up a cupcake with an apple slice on it. A big Macintosh apple, if Rainbow Dash had to guess. Bouncing a delicious looking apple pie in her back. Apple Bloom walked up to Rainbow Dash and looked up.
Applejack said you're going to be singing for us for a while.
Sure seems that way.
Right.
Apple Bloom smiled.
Mousely said that you were really fast.
You bet I am. Rainbow flexed her wings. The fastest.
Faster than Applejack? No way.
The little filly protested. Challenged. The Rainbow Mare responded in the only way she knew how. Well, let's just see about that. Cut aboard! She knelt down. Before any pony could say a word, Apple Bloom set her apple pie down on the ground, clambered up onto Rainbow Dash's back. Then they were off. Rainbow Dash twirled and spun, racing across the night sky. It only made her rainbow trail go all the world by her. Apple Bloom squealed aloud while cheer. Yahoo! You hanging on? Dash asked. Uh-huh. Good, keep doing that! Rainbow dived down, flying straight for the ground. All looking ponies all gasped. Rainbow Apple Bloom closed her eyes tight. She was 20 feet from the ground. 15 feet. 10. 5. At the last second, Rainbow Dash's wings flared out, and they zoomed up, her tail actually knocking off the hats of several ponies. Then, after a few laps over the heads of the amazed crowd, Rainbow folded her wings back, and delicately set down on her hooves, bowing down her flabbergasted ponies. Apple Bloom slid off, her mane looking wind-blown, and more than unsteady on her hooves. Apple Bloom, you alright? Applejack hurried over, looking concerned. The little filly's face twisted.
It was so amazing!
Face broke into a wide smile.
Like she's slightly Applejack, I was flying like a bird away for fun.
Her fillies ran over to her.
Oh, wow, you were flying so fast,
Sweet Belle squeaked. Dinky nodded.
Isn't this the greatest thing ever?
Scootaloo pulled a face at her, but no one noticed.
Please, slaying your evil Dias, she is just the coolest.
The orange filly exclaimed.
I think my mom's the coolest,
Dinky said.
But Rainbow Dash's colors are amazing.
She admitted.
She was all like, swish, zoom, vroom, vroom.
Pinky exclaimed as she wrapped her front legs around the two fillies, having come from out of nowhere. I'm not surprised anymore. Rainbow Dash meanwhile was stretching her wings. Yep, I am pretty special. Her tone was tight and nonchalant. Applejack rolled her eyes and gently punched her on her shoulder. Well, easy up there, Sugar Cube. I want your head to be able to fit inside the door.
Oh, that's frightened me too,
Pinkie Pie said solemnly.
Because otherwise we had to build a who-know house, but we could have had a housewarming party.
Rainbow Dash rolled her eyes. You sure like your parties, don't you? Pinkie nodded so fast, it was word of her head so fast.
Yippee! Parties make every pony smile unless you make lots and lots of friends.
Fluttershy hesitantly made her way over.
Oh, Rainbow Dash, that was really amazing.
She sided up to her.
You really are an amazing flyer.
Guys, Das's head's about to explode. Praying, Rainbow Dash was about to confirm Fluttershy's assessment when another familiar voice cut her off.
She is indeed, but look at what it's done to your mind.
With a barely repressed groan, Rainbow Dash turned around to see Fluttershy trotting up to them. Brush and huff. Birdie, if I did all that fruit stuff you like, it'd get just ruined whenever I fly anyway. She pointed out tentatively. Birdie pressed her lip disapproving.
Even so, besides a good blessing of your mane or preening of your wings will make it much smoother, and would possibly make them more aerodynamic, to say nothing of beautiful.
The skeptical Paces raised an eyebrow at that. She almost sounded sensible. I guess I could break my own wings fine, she added, a bit crossly. White Unicorn's face split into a grin.
I'm sure you can, of course, but it can be made easier when somebody else assists you. It's true, I assure you. Besides, she went on, you don't want to end up like Applejack, do you?
Hi! The farm party scowled. What's that supposed to mean? Verity elegantly shrugged.
Simply that little grooming could make a difference in your appearance. For instance, a little more fine care of your mane, and ponies won't mistake you for having a dirty blonde mane.
I am blonde, and I ain't dirty, Applejack shot back. At least mine's all natural. Verity's face was a picture of indignant.
Then I never. Oh, please so fine.
Fluttershy lowered her head.
It's just horrible when that happens.
Pinkie Pie's legs seemed to suddenly give up as he slid out from under her, leaving him sticking out in all directions.
Wow, looks like we're gonna have new boys in the party.
She chirped, as she climbed down the back of her hose, bouncing giggly. Rainbow Dash leaned back a bit, as if afraid to catch whatever it is Pinkie Pie had. How do you know? Don't ask, just go with it. Pinkie Pie beamed.
I'm wondering if they're coming for the summer sun celebration.
Dash's stomach went into free fall. To what now? Applejack chuckled, throwing her hoof over Dash's shoulders. Say, where are you from, girl? The summer sun celebration? One of the biggest holidays in Equestria? It's being held in Ponyville this year. Rainbow Dash felt her eye twitch.
Oh, look, here they are!
Pinkie called as she hopped up, waving at some of the ponies approaching from the main road. Rainbow Dash hovered above her, and gently used the hoof to find Pinkie's puffy mane so she could go it out. Her eyes widened into it and saw two figures approaching from the road to Ponyville. One was a purple unicorn mare she didn't know.
Twilight!
But she did know the other pony. A big white unicorn stallion with a determined look on his face. Oh no, Rainbow Dash groaned. Not here. Not now! It was Shining Armor.